Hello, this is Brian Scott. This is Brian Scott's game night. I I don't know. Sometimes I post things because it just, I see something. Today I saw somebody was mentioning online that WOTC put out another I guess it might have been 1.2. Anyway, they put out another OGL and they reworded it, of course, still to get you, right? Um, but of course, now every lawyer that plays D&D, and some of them that don't play D&D, since the word has gotten out, is watching everything they do. So no matter how good of a lawyer or lawyers that Wizard of the Coast thinks they have, there's better. There's better. And they are watching you. And the moment you drop this bullshit out on into the public, people pick up on it. So stop embarrassing yourself, Wizards of the Coast. You're standing alone. You're the cheese standing alone. I I was watching a movie the other night, and I've seen it probably about 8 or 9 times. It's one of my favorite movies. It's called Merlin. It was from the 1990s made-for-TV movie, 3 hours long. Amazing movie. If you're a D&D player, or definitely one to watch. But in that movie, the bad guy is Queen Mob. She is this dark fairy who actually creates Merlin, and you know, her and Merlin go at it through decades. And Merlin finally defeats her by having everybody turn their backs on her because she's a fairy. She has to be believed in. And when they stop and turn their backs on her, she just fades. Wizards of the Coast, you're going to fade. You're going to fade this one. Now, I don't know. Maybe you'll have enough money to create your online little tabletop thing, your online D&D game. Maybe. And I'm certain there will be people who will pay good money for it. Don't get me wrong, but you have lost the vast majority of your people, and you don't know it yet. You think that the little SJWs that have these kids that don't know him better are going to come to you, and they will to some point. But let me tell you, I'm running a 5e-ish game right now, and when I'm done with that, I'm going to go into a old school essentials, advanced old school essentials slash Greyhawk setting. Um, and I didn't even I didn't actually no, I didn't advertise it hardly at all. I put a few places. I didn't even try. I have 7 people lined up for that game. 4 of them Wizards of the Coast. 4 of them who have played nothing but 5th edition, and they're so sick and tired of your shit that they saw my game. They go, you know what? I want to try and play that game. It's happening. You're going to stand alone. We're going to turn your backs on you, and you're going to disappear. Already, we see that your stocks have gone. Well, everybody's stocks have gone down because we're in a pretty much. I mean, recession, maybe a depression. Definitely very high inflation, and to do the kind of shit you've been doing while we have this high inflation, and to try and take away people's livelihoods, despicable. Very despicable. Anyway, this is going to be real short, but it was something I heard. I was watching this guy talk about them putting out. Um, so apparently, I think what they had done, the um, the new license was basically saying this is going to be the new license until if we change it later on, though. You can still be under this license, but you won't be under the new license. So, yeah, they're trying to make it so that they can just change things on whim. Yeah, that's not going to work anymore. Um, public domain laws being what they are still, which are very draconic. Thank you, Sonny Bono. Um, even with the draconic public domain laws and you know all these um, complicated documents, you're going to lose. As many lawyers as you have, we have more. So that's it for today. See Merlin. Very good movie. If you haven't seen it, it's from I'm going to say 98, 99. I'm not really certain the date. It's an all-star cast and it's 3 hours long though. So, you know, but you can pause it. So that is it. Until then, the cheese sits alone.